From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down. Here's Tannehill. Flush to his right, and he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Now Tannehill. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Here's Moore on the return. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Murray. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Second and 10. And they'll go back to Hopkins, and this time he's got him. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete to Demetrius Harris, the tight end. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. For this defense, CD, and going up against Kyler Murray here, what's the secret to keeping him in check?
Having better athletes than him, which is really unrealistic. So I go way back in football. They used to have a coverage called the umbrella coverage with 4 defenders back deep. Now you want to try and move that umbrella up front with Kyler Murray. Kind of surrounded.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, 50 yards. And the Cardinals are on the board here first in the season opener. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
And Derrick Henry with the ball in his hands, what a sight to behold, because power and speed involved in every touch for him. coming off another spectacular season with the Titans. He became the first since LaDainian Tomlinson in 2006 and 2007 to win 2 straight rushing titles, and he did it with style, too. Just the 8th man to top 2,000 yards and the first since Adrian Peterson in 2012. He has his sights set on another 2,000-yard season.
Tannehill on first down. He completes it to Julio Jones. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. That is caught at the 7. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Henry again, but he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are just an extra point away from moving out in front. They look good on the extra point. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Being chased out left. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. To throw is Murray. Making the catch. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona. That catch, number 750 of his NFL career, and it puts him even with not just 1 but 2 Hall of Famers, Michael Irvin and Charlie Joyner. So some pretty good company at 750.
Yeah, you're talking about the playmaker, Michael Irvin, and the guy who just made plays, Charlie Joyner. And that's what we're seeing here. Similar style in terms of being dependable, being open, and turning it into plays that you remember. No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. Murray again, 2nd and 10. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to...
Touchdown! DeAndre Hopkins with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded right around the 8. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm willing to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Off play action, Tannehill. He'll buy some time right. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. First down carry for Henry. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong.
Jones goes diving, and he's got it. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They'll run. It's Henry. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. At first glance, I wasn't sure he got it. Then I saw that spot. Definitely a first down.
It was, but boy, on the other side, you disputed a little bit, wouldn't you? Okay, if you're playing defense, are you sure he got there? But that's why they tell you all the time, don't just get what you need, get a little bit more and take the decision out of the hands of the officials.
Well, there he needed a yard. He got a yard and maybe an inch. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Tannehill. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Tannehill now to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
Bullock's kick is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. And he stopped immediately there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Murray a give to Edmonds on the option. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Fake the handoff, now Murray. And he will find the rookie from Purdue, that's Rondale Moore. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. An option handoff given to Connor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that will make this a 4-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Murray trying again after the pick 6. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Over the middle, complete. It's Hopkins. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
Come on.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Murray steps away to his left.
Going deep for Hopkins. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cardinals have once again taken the lead. Connor going to try and run it. And he'll get into the end zone. So that pushes the lead up to 4. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. From the 27, Tannehill. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. For the goal line, he loses the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Try to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Second down and goal. Murray looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's third and goal. Escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And they will open their lead up to a touchdown at 24-17. So not the greatest of first halves for them, but a little ray of light here at the end. The late turnover becomes 3 points before the break.
Well, they certainly needed something positive to go their way. Maybe 3 points doesn't seem like a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's something to build on as they head into the half.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Well, now how about this return? And able to return this one all the way out to the other side of the field across the 50.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game, for here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
Murray now on first down. Forced out to his left. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 4 yards remain for second down. Throwing now is Murray. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Now Murray. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And this will get him all the way inside the Tennessee 20. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Hey, they made no bones about it. They wanted to throw this rookie right into the fire, see what he could do. He shows what he can do there.
And you have to really put the time and effort in, because playing a receiver in the NFL is a difficult task. And for a rookie, all that you have to learn to get on the same page with your quarterback, that's excellent coaching. And how about how he's picked things up?
Picking things up in a big way with a big play in his NFL debut. On 2nd and 12, Murray dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Murray now to throw. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough, and it'll be 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Prater's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Here's Tannehill. He'll get this complete to Batson. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Running from the gun with Henry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 59 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice, get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Tannehill able to find Henry out of the backfield. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cards are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents. Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying, make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
Being chased out left. He finds his man, complete. That's Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And Rondale Moore, a 2nd-round pick from Purdue, only 5'7", 181, may have prevented him from going in the 1st round. But what a cerebral player, a great competitor, and his run after the catch, as impressive as anyone had in the draft. Nice catch there, picks up a 1st down.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Murray to air it out again. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Cardinals had their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get two hands on the football and pick it off.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Moore. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a two-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode.
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. We are through three quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on first down is Murray. Steps away to his left. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And the Cardinals are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense, because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It was Bud Dupree fighting through and making the tackle. On second and goal, Murray forced out to his left. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. Harold Landry just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. On play action, it's Murray. Will be incomplete.
The one with the dive look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Demetrius Harris, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Now Prater to add the PAT. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one, because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. A nice run there on first down as Henry uses his size to plow forward. Call it a pickup of 7.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
The Titans on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Tannehill. This is caught. It's Brown. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
From the 50, it's Tannehill. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Throwing again is Tannehill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cardinals will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Excellent pick there by Buda Baker. And I remember when teams were preparing for him primarily as one of the better special teamers in the league. An all-pro as a rookie in that spot. He's grown into being one of the best safeties in the NFL. In 2020, named all-pro again, this time as a member of the secondary.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. To throw, it's Murray. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the rookie from Virginia Tech, Caleb Farley. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football.
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the pick six we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a 2-possession game as they control their destiny in this 4th quarter. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Credit the tackle for loss to Harold Landry. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Play action. Now it's Murray. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And a terrific return as he brings us all the way back to the 30. And now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cards are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now this throw caught left side. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, 95 yards. And the Cardinals are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. On 1st down, Tannehill eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Play action. It's Tannehill. Rolling to his right. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Now it's Tannehill. Complete. It's Henry. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So the Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Now a first down throw. Tannehill. Dance. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Cardinals, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't